Hey guys, I just did a really awesome experiment. Let me take components. So some 9-volt batteries. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So you'll first need to strip some wires and get the copper and somehow connect them into the 9-volt batteries. My soldering iron broke, so I just made a ring with the copper and then stripped it on and then began twisting to get it smaller and smaller until it hooks onto the battery. Do the same with the negative end. It's easier to do since it has the little bulgy. Now you'll be needing some aluminum foil. This is one I've already used, so I'm going to get some of that. Just wait. Here's the aluminum foil. So you need a good amount of it, and try not to rip much. So now we just need to make it single layered, so you don't need to do any more like fiddling. Now what we want to do is make it as straight, as rectangular as possible, and fold up some edges where it can act as some sort of stool. So I should have done it bigger, but you see, it's good. Now take some very short. Now, oh yeah, I forgot to go on to the next step before this. You'll be needing some graphite. Yes, the ones that you find in a pencil. Those type of graphite. I already had one in, but it's too old and broken. I've played with this thing too much. So we need more of it. I'm just going to strip it a bit more so that I can afford to cut off. Great. It cut off the entire wire. Stripping wire isn't much fun. There we go. Now we need some graphite. Let me just look at see if I can, there we go. So we need some, my friend actually gave me this. It was very nice of him. Take a rather small piece since we don't need it to be too big. So like this big would be good. So yeah, and then we can use this. Now take the, what is it called? The negative end, the positive end I mean, and then begin wrapping it on the wire. Actually, I don't think it really matters which side, but I just prefer oh great, it broke already. I need another piece of graphite. And my aluminum foil fall. Isn't this the best day ever? Alright, let's break it in two. If you have normal sized graphite like me, I recommend breaking it in two. Stripping some more wire. There we go. Long thin piece of copper. Now take 1/2 of it and then begin rolling it on. Let's go. Why do I keep breaking these things? Come on, seriously. So let's try and do it without fail this time. Sure, good electrical contact. Now graphite itself is a pretty poor conductor, but you can make it work. Oh, come on! Okay, I'll be back. I keep making. Okay, I finally did it. I've got the piece of graphite, and my foil just fell. So now take some very sharp scissors. Make a sort of a slit on the foil. Take the other wire, straighten it up as much as possible. Find the slit and just thread it through. should be good. Now, when you get it through, like me, make some sort of like a stopper, like a bulgy thing. I just ripped it a bit, as you can see, and if that happens, you just have to do it again, since you can't let that happen, because then your wire will just slip out. So let's try again. Okay, this time a bit better. Make the stopper. Okay, now you have to sort of connect. Where's the other one? Here. So it's like stacking Lego. It's very ridiculous. So take one battery, connect the positive to the negative, and then the negative to the positive. So the big side to the small side, and the small side to the big side, until you get something like this. Now my wire fell out again. Isn't this the greatest thing in the world? Let's try and stop it from falling out. Okay. Now, let's see. Now take this wire and press. You'll notice this spark, and that's plasma. And if we do it really quick, we can actually draw pictures using it. Now, I don't think my connection to this thing is really that great, but it's good enough for us to cut some foil. Look at this. This thing gets red hot. Isn't this awesome? And we can cut all the way through. And boom. We can have a huge chunk of foil. And as long as it touches the foil, it has electrical contact. So for example, I could take this piece of foil already cut, put it in front of the camera, and I can put it on top, and we will still have electricity. Look how awesome is that? So even if it's off, and you can actually, I noticed this is really cool. You can use it like a blade, and it just chops right through. To get some straight lines, you can use that. And what my friend suggested to me was that you can use this to cut a heart in the foil and give it for Valentine's Day. Which I thought was pretty ridiculous, but it was still, a good idea. So I'm gonna try that. Let's see. So here I've got some foil to work with. Bring the camera angle. Even if it's not a lot, I'm gonna try and cut shape in the foil. So what I think I would do, I'll start off with something relevant. And I cut off a heart. It's actually super easy. See it? I'm gonna poke a hole through the heart. But we can also do other shapes. For example, I can make a rectangle. Oops, the graphite fell. Well, anyways, I think that was enough fun for today. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and bye.